They don't understand that the market's already decided that this is a legitimate asset class. You've got 32% of Australians already holding crypto. The value of Bitcoin alone is about the same as the combined market value capitalization of every company on the ASX combined.
Yeah.
It's like, guys, the market's decided, it is a legitimate asset class, but 89% of financial advisors won't talk to their clients about it.
Mm-hmm.
That's that disconnect. So why? To answer the question, they don't know what they can say and what they're not allowed, what they can and can't say. They don't understand it, so they don't want to talk about something, and they're not allowed to talk about something that they don't understand legally. And there's no financial services license available for digital assets yet, so they can't provide product advice.
Yep.
They can provide general advice, but they can't provide product advice. So what that means in practice is they are allowed to say, well, here's some facts, and provide fact-based information, education about the sector. They are allowed to do that. They are allowed to say this is the role that it might be able to play in your portfolio as part of a diversified portfolio, the role that it might play. And in fact, BlackRock, the biggest fund manager in the world, have just changed their position to say that Bitcoin should be 1% to 2% of any 60-40 balanced portfolio as a standard.
That's massive.
So yeah, it's massive, because that puts Bitcoin at the same level as Nvidia, Apple, Tesla. So that's a serious move. But coming back to it, it starts with the education for the advisors. They don't know what they can and can't say, so they default to saying nothing.
It's very true. Do we have a sort of timeline for when that'll change?
Look, I think for any keen observers of ASIC in our audience, which I suspect isn't many, you would know one thing, and that's that, whatever ASIC timeframes they put forward, you can safely double it as an indicator of when they're likely to come out. Look, they're trying. They don't. It's a challenge. They don't understand it. They're trying to get it right. It's difficult. They are working. They've been going through an industry consultation process that finished earlier this year. They're working on a position. Treasury and ASIC are not aligned at the moment, so I think it still might be a little bit away. But this year they've said that they're going to come back with greater clarity around the treatment of digital assets. My expectation is that that'll help, but it won't give enough clarity for big advisory firms, dealer groups to actually put it onto their ASL necessarily. Maybe ETFs, but probably not direct tokens.